My husband and I have been married for 15 years. We have two beautiful boys, Caleb and Isaac. But we also had a little girl. Her name was Candace. She was born in 1999. And she was precious. She stole our hearts from day one. Things were going really well. We went in for our 6-week checkup, and the doctor told us that we needed to go to the hospital. Something was wrong, and we had no idea. We spent the next 8 months in the hospital. We celebrated birthdays and holidays. We really had still, at that point, no idea what was really wrong with her. Finally, we were sent to a specialist in Chicago, and he gave us a prognosis that no parent should ever have to hear. He told us that Candace wouldn't see her first birthday. And that was really hard. But we thought, maybe he's wrong. We brought her home, and she was eating well, she slept well, she didn't seem to be in any pain. She was smiling and laughing and giggling, and we would play with her, and things were going really well. So we thought, well, for sure he was wrong, and she was gonna be with us for a while. But then one night that changed. She spiked a temperature and stopped breathing. So we took her to the hospital, and they put her on life supports, and she died 23 days before her first birthday. We were upset, of course, confused and angry, and wondering, what could she have done to suffer like she had? What could we have done to deserve to suffer as we had? But we came to the realization that if we were ever going to see her again, we would have to make some changes in our life. My husband and I both grew up in church, so I knew in my head, that the things I had learned were true, and that the stories in the Bible were real and they meant something. But it was head knowledge. I hadn't really let it penetrate until this happened with Candace. So I attribute Candace to my faith and to a greater relationship with my husband. Just knowing that if we could make it through that, we could make it through anything. And with the kids, just knowing and realizing that we can't take anything for granted, not a single moment. They're our gift, and we have to treat them as gifts. So I thank God for Candace every day for helping us to realize that, and for the changes that we've made in our lives because of her, and for my ministry. Just realizing what kind of an impact that a single life can have. The job that I have now at the pregnancy center, I get to see that every day. Every life has value, and it's not up to us to determine that value. That God already has placed a value, and He's got a plan for that life. So Candace helped me in my ministry as well.